Hi, it's Kay with Modest Me Design. I hope you all have been having a lovely new year. And today I want to share with you a Valentine wreath that I'm going to be making. The supplies I'm going to be using are some pipe cleaners. These are from the dollar store, red. I have some red and white ribbon. And I believe these were from Michael's after Christmas sale. You can pick the ribbon of your choice. I also have from the Dollar Tree a heart-shaped wreath frame. Then I have some red and white berries. I also picked these up at an after Christmas sale. Some flocked greenery. I use a little bit of this in the background. Wire cutters. The ever so faithful hot glue gun. And some glue sticks. I also have a cutting board, which is going to just be used today as a backdrop. I don't think I'll be cutting anything to size. All right, let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is cut some of my pipe cleaner. These won't need to be very long, so let's see, about 12 inches, so I'll cut them in 4-inch pieces. I'm going to do the poof method, so I'm going to start by gathering the edge of my ribbon, my mesh ribbon, and I think I'll start on the bottom so I'll get a nice smooth finish around the top. Just wrapping the end around there and connecting, bringing this around and twisting. And you can see the glitter is already falling. I'm gonna have a ton of glitter when I'm finished, but it's gonna be cute. So to try to keep this even, I'm gonna be holding my starting point at 10 on my cutting board. I think I'm going to try 8 inches, poofing it up, because this is a small frame and I don't want it to be too huge. So I'm going to connect it to this middle portion of the frame here. Just wrapping that around, I guess like folding it, wrapping it around both sides, pulling it through to the back and twisting. Again, 10, 8 inches. Can you see where I am? Yes, you can see where I am at 8 inches. Poofing that up. Getting a tie. Folding it around and twisting. I'm not going to do much with these right now. I'll show you how I shape them out a little later. Okay, 10 inches, going up 8 inches. Well, starting at 10, going up 8 inches. Gathering it in. Do that same middle piece and attaching it with a tie. I want this to be really, really full, so I'm going to fit as many as I can on here. I've got 4 and I can get. So to get past this snake's cross wire, we're just going to hop over it. Starting again, getting 8 inches. And I'm just going to connect it on the other side of that cross wire. So we're over here. And we're twisting it on. So what I'm going to do is go all the way around this middle section, and I'll get back to you when I've done that. See you soon. Okay, I'm back, and I have finished this first round of mesh. And what I ended up doing, and this is a Dollar Tree wreath, so what I ended up doing was having 5 attached in this first section, 5 attached in this next section where the bend of the heart is. I have 3 in this dip of the heart, this section here. Again, 5 in the heart, the bend of the heart section, and 5 going down this side. In this lower section where we have the bottom point, I didn't put any. You can see on that, this belongs on that. I didn't put anything on that center section. And as you can see, it is retaining the shape pretty good, but we'll do some more shaping afterwards. Now that took 1 roll of ribbon, and this ribbon is 9 inches by 6 yards. Now I'm going to start with my next roll of ribbon, and what I want to do is attach some more to the outside ring of the heart. And I'm going to do that, and probably I'm going to do even less. I may do 3 or 4. I'll see as we go how many I think I'm going to need. So I'm going to be kind of working at a side angle here, and hopefully you'll be able to see clearly what I'm doing. So again, we're first going to attach our end, gather up end piece, and I'm going to wrap it around here again, pulling it up. So I've got it like this, and I'm going to wrap a tie around here. Some of my craft ties that I'm working with. Okay, tuck that down. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing again, holding it at, my point was 10, going up 8 inches, gathering and attaching. So while I'm doing this little section, what are you all planning to do for Valentine's Day? For myself, I don't have any big plans. But I'm going to have to do some searching around, see what I can come up with. At this point, there's no significant other in my life, so I'll probably just get together with a few friends and go do something fun. All right, I've done 2. Here's number 3. Our weather has been so crazy. I'm not sure anybody will get a chance to do something for Valentine's Day. We'll see if it's nice to us on that weekend. Okay, I've got 3 on this outside. Just for this first section here, from here to here, I've attached 3. And that's already looking full enough for me. By the time I finish fluffing all this, I think I'm going to be happy with that. I don't think you're going to be able to see a whole lot through there. Let me see. Let me try 4, just to be sure. Again, I'm still measuring 8 inches. And going in here, holding it to the frame. I'm on that outer rim. Sliding a craft stem around here and twisting it. Okay. So that was 4, and I'm going to go ahead and do these next 3 sections, and I'll get back to you. Okay, I'm back. I finished the second outer layer, and that took a total of 2 spools of the 6-yard ribbon. Now I had some white ribbon I was going to incorporate it, but I think I like it just as it is, so I'm going to leave it just like this. It's lost a little bit of its heart shape, but that's not a problem because we're going to do some shaping. But let me tell you what I did with the second round. For the outer heart, this rounded portion I attached it 5 times. For this section going down the sides, it was 4. And this little bottom V, I attached it 3 to give me some more length going that way to keep the shape. Then again, this section 4, this section 5, and at the very top, this section on this outer ring, I only did 1. So we've got a little bit of mesh left over. Just going to trim that to keep it secure. I think I'm going to wrap it and just put a little twisty around it just to be sure. Just wrap that around here. Twist it. Now for all these lovely twisties, you can actually pull them through if you want to the front, because once you start puffing this stuff up, you'll never see them. Or you can just kind of lay them down so that they won't scratch your door. I did a fresh paint job on my door this summer, so I really don't want them scratching my door. I'm going to tuck them in. I might even see. Once I shape them, I may shape the wreath. I may tie them down a little bit more. Yeah, why don't I wait and do that first? Then I can kind of see exactly where I want them. Okay. Now I'm going to start here at the bottom. And remember, I have 3 down here, 1 at the very point, and 1 on each. Oops, there we go. 1 at the very point and 1 on each side in that section. Sorry, make sure you're in frame. So I connected it here, here, and here. 1, 2, 3, and that bottom V. So I want this to be elongated that way. So I'm going to stand this one up this way. Poof these 2 to the side to hopefully give it more pull that way direction. And what's right on top, coming from each side, I'm going to give it a little poof, both of those sideways. Just poof them out to the side. And that way we can cover the center and this inner ring. Keep that from showing. And you know, a lot of this stuff is just about shaping. Okay? So, starting on the outer side, I'm just going to Kind of open these up. I think every other one I'm going to twist a little bit so it's like a backdrop. See how that became a backdrop to these two on top? One standing up. One, oops, where are you? There you are. Open it up and twist it flat. So I got my flat one to be a backdrop. This one opened up forward. Okay, that's good for that bottom section. Now get up here to the round part of the heart. I kind of need it to hold that shape, so I think I'm gonna just kind of pull these out and put them at an angle. So see how they're kind of laying down, going that direction. And got another one here I'm going to make flat, so I get more of the round. Get more of that round shape here. And again, just keep these cascading to the right. Let me see. Okay. Got fullness there. I think I can get away with one more. Let's see which one I want to use. Are you on the? Okay. One more. That's going to be outer. So, turn it right side for you, and you'll see it's kind of, I got some fullness in here. I haven't worked on this intersection yet, but just for the outer side, I got some nice fullness. If you're looking at it from the side, I got my flat, some pieces that have twisted flat, so I got a nice backdrop, and it's getting the rounded edge here, for the top of the heart. Now, when I get in here, I'm going to do the same, but I'm going to actually work these. So once I pull that straight, I'm taking this inner side and actually tucking it under a little bit. So I'm covering up that green frame. So I got one tucked under a little. The next one, meshing into the bottom layer. This next one, pulled it and tucked it under a little. I'm getting near the top, so I'm going to start laying them again a little bit. That's going to lay out a little bit. This one needs to lay out a little bit. And I'm sorry I've got this upside down for you right now, but I'm not sure I can reach. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. I need the point of my heart. I think it's going to be one that I pull and then tuck under. Love this mesh because you can just kind of shape it. I'm actually going to crunch that up a little bit. So I've got that center point covered right in there. And get back to cascading a little bit. I need you as a centerpiece, kind of come down again. And we'll see what happens with this because I got some other things I want to add. All right. Okay, I'm going to shape the other side and I'll be right back. Okay, I've shaped it and I've tried to maintain the integrity of the heart shape. And you can see I just try to cascade them a little bit on this left side. Let me see, is that your left? Yes, on your left side, I've kind of cascaded them to lay that direction, and around here, same thing. And then on this side, well, I tried, see if it looked like it stood up some on me, but I tried to get them to flow this direction. Okay. Looks like I need to do a little bit more work. I might have hit up against it and changed the shape some. Okay. This is one of those things though that I just play with forever to get it exactly like I want it. And that's where the time goes sometimes, in shaping more than it does in making. Well, I guess it's all a part of making. So some of them, again, I've just tucked in to the center to hold, cover up some of the frame, and I'll probably attach them. My front door is yellow, and I want to give it a little bit of a background between that yellow and the red, so it won't look too fiery. So I'm going to attach some greenery, and it's going to be, that one's too tall. It'll probably be something like this coming up the sides. Can you see that? Something coming up the sides a little bit, just to break up a little bit between the red and the yellow background that'll be on my front door. So we're going to flip this over. I'm going to plug in my hot glue gun. Okay. While that's warming, I'm going to tack in some of those pieces I was talking about on the front that I wanted to kind of curve in. And I'm going to do that by just taking a twisty tie that's already sitting back here and catching onto it and twisting again. Doesn't have to be a lot, just a little bit to hold it in place. So you can see how I've kind of just attached a few spots. Okay. So I'm going to keep these branches just like this. I only need 3 or 4, so I've got 2 more I can cut. My wire cutters won't work. See, I'm kind of shaping it to go with the flow of the heart. And now you can see how that'll kind of curve with the heart on that side. That's better because you get more of the fullness of the stems coming out. When I cut it too short, I ended up with just the very tips. Okay. So just spread things as much as possible. Again, a lot of your time for making things will go into shaping things. And that's how you make it look alive and like it's real part of nature. Not keeping things all mashed together the way they come in a package. Okay, got that one fluffed. So, let's see. This one has already got some curve going this way, so I'll put it on the right side of my art, and I'll just help it a little, shaping it that direction. Put this one at the top, so I'm going to bend that a little bit. Gonna need to it's gonna be on this top edge, so I need them to stand up a little bit, but not too curved. If that makes sense. So yeah, I get a little bit coming out like that. Not sure this is going to work, but I think when I get to the top, I may have to use some little individual pieces because I can't get these to curve around in the shape I really want. So individual pieces will have to do. So I'm going to kind of start sticking them where I think they should be. Don't get too skimpy. Put them a little close together so you can won't look like you were running out, even though you may have been. I tend to cluster things in threes. Okay, get in there. So I got 3 here. You see the difference on each side? These came together. They look like they're coming from a center point. And over here, they're kind of by themselves. So I've got to angle that a little bit more. And just by turning that one slightly. Now they're coming from a central point. You don't want to act right, so I'm going to switch you since you've got a nice curve. Let you lay there. And now you look very nicely. Now you're laying very nicely. Again, tilt it a little more so they look like they've come together in a point. Okay, all right, so that's that. Let me see if my glue is ready. I have a real old hot glue gun, so I can just tap it, and it's a high temp, so I have to be careful with this. So I'm just going to reach underneath and try to keep them right where I had them, which I've already not done. Because once I glue them, I need this mesh to still lay like I had it. So I'm trying to work on this bottom piece of mesh. Y'all see that smoke rising from this hot glue gun? This thing isn't playing. It's old, but it's powerful. I purchased the little fingertips to use with hot glue, and of course I'm not using them. Hold that in place for a minute, and what I did was I lifted this top round and tried to attach it just to the bottom so that I can do my shaping on top and get things just like I want them. That's holding pretty good already, so let's go to the other side. Do the same thing. And I'm lifting my mesh, trying to attach them to the bottom piece. And this mesh, because it's got these little openings in it, the branches will kind of get caught up in it anyway. They grab hold. Keep some glue coming. Okay, they've kind of latched on. Lay my mesh back down a little. Okay. So that's the top piece. Just trying to see if I need even more. I want it full, but not too full. I think that's too much. So when you're doing these things, just play with it. See what you like. And I think that coming up the side is just about perfect. Let's flip this over. Since I have this cross wire here, I'm going to use it to my advantage and stick this underneath it and then bend it back a little, not so that it'll scratch the door, but enough so it's curved and it's kind of helping to hold it in place. And I'm going to center most of my glue right in this area where it's laying. Give me a place to catch, but not so much that I can't shape the mesh on top when I'm finished. Okay, and if you're holding, I think I like that. And for the other side, one I've shaped to follow the flow of this curve. I think about right there. All right, let's turn it over again. Like I told you, this will catch on to this mesh anyway. Got a wire here to, oops, you kind of go under. And let's see if I got the strength to pull it back up. Okay, yeah, got that curved up a little. Put in some hot glue. I'm trying to use the tip of the glue gun, excuse me, to kind of press it into place. And that's one of the reasons I kind of caught this around here too, so that I can get some leverage and I can press down without burning myself. I don't really want to glue it up in here, so I'm going to try to make it catch as much as possible on this lower part of the stem. Okay. So let's see if I can remember what my floral teacher taught me. Let's cut right in here so we get the centerpiece out. Oh! Then we have some gathered berries. Yes, no? Yeah, I think I'm gonna like that just a little bit. And then leave a bunch again and cut it about here. I mentioned my floral teacher. I like taking craft classes at the community college in my area. It's a great place to try things and just to see if you like them without spending a lot of money. So most of the classes were, I think those classes ran about $30 or $40, maybe a little more. I guess it just depends on your area. Okay, I'm not getting it. Okay, now I got you in there. And you pay for the class and you pay for a little bit of the I'm not getting this, like I can't get this to work like I want it to. I love watching people do things like this, and it just automatically works, and I'm sitting here fighting with it and fighting with it. So I was saying about the community college, you get to try things at a minimal cost. The class is about $30, and you have a fee for your supplies. The teacher will usually bring the supplies, and that may be about $30. So for the entire class, it's $60 or so, depending on, of course, what type of materials are needed. And you get to try things without spending a lot of money, just to even see if you like it. I have a friend that was about to sign up for an online jewelry class, and it was in the thousands, she said. I'm like, oh, no, 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 don't do that. Try the community college first. See if you even like what, making jewelry. Try a few courses, and then if you like it, then that's the time to go and invest a lot of money. Again, I'm gonna take a branch and leave, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think 3 on the bottom. And, well, that's kind of tall. Let's cut it here. So I've still got a nice tall piece. And then I can cut this bottom one about here. So that's what I did for floral. I took a couple floral classes, and it's just enough to, teach you how to make a wreath, a centerpiece. We did a couple things for a wedding, so like a boutonniere or corsage, a bouquet. Well, I took 2 classes. Let me fix that a little bit. Let me come back and make that clear. I took 2 classes, and I got to try those things just to see if I liked it. So I won't be doing a million things with it, but I can just make some things for my home. Now, I told you I'm a less is more person, so this might be a little skimpy for you when I'm finished, but, well, at least when it comes to my wreaths, I'm a little bit of a less is more person. see some of the other things in my life and you can be like, oh my God, that's way too much. All right, I'm gonna do those. And then I was trying to decide if I wanted a ribbon at the top or a nice big cluster of berries. And I think I'm not sure how I'm gonna put a ribbon in here and maintain the shape. So maybe if I just put it at the bottom, that already looks like a bow, nice little bow. Okay, I didn't list ribbon as one of your supplies, but oh, wait a minute. How about this in the top? Yeah, because it's the same design, but it's a contrasting color. Excuse me, make this noise. I was saying it's the same design. You get a contrasting color, and it blends with my... I am not going to start calling this frosted. If you watch my earlier video, you know why. Okay, it'll blend with this flocking on the leaves, on these branches, and the white in the berries. I'm gonna try to see if I can just leave a little bit to hang. Think about the length of the heart, then we'll see what we do with that. Tail. So I just need, okay, I made the tail about the full length of one side of the heart. Think about how big I want the bow to sit from the center, not past there, so about right there. And that is holding both sides where I pinched it. That is about 12 inches. So I'm gonna scoot that over a minute, and I'm gonna do 4 12 inches. And I'm just gonna come back and forth like that. Do this the cheating way. One to the left, one to the right. Since this is a little wreath, hey, I don't think I need a whole lot. That would get too big. Okay, so just 4, 2 on each side. And then my tail was about 20 inches that I kind of free-handed there. So I'm gonna go over here and I cut the other tail about 20 inches. Okay. Take my stem. I'm jumping back and forth because I haven't even finished gluing in my berries. Sorry about that. Take this and wrap it around here. Okay. Now I've got to go back and finish my berries so that I don't knock them out of the way when I do the bow. So just a little bit of hot glue down in here to catch those. Okay, you aren't really caught on anything, so I'm gonna have to put you again, back to shaping. Got some pieces sticking that way. Don't want them all laying flat. You want them all, you want them to come to life. I'm going to do this. I'm going to stick this here. Do I want to stick it this way? Yep, I want to stick it this way. Place it behind here. I'm going to wrap this bottom piece up to hold it in place. And just wrap it on around and bend it, bending it down again in the back. You get really strong fingers when you work with crafts. And I don't want cut fingers, so I'm gonna just use this to press against it. Okay, so that's done really nice and it's not scratching me at all. And now that this is here, I'm gonna bend this down so that it's coming out at you. Add a little bit of dimension. Good idea. Let's see if it works. Okay. To reach through this frame, I'm going to need a longer craft stem stick. So I'm going to need a longer craft stick. So I've got a long, complete piece. I didn't cut this one. Wrap it around here. I'm going to come in low so that I accent the fact that I've got a V shape. Oops. Wrapping this around the entire frame. And I'm going to twist. And I think about it, this is a good opportunity to make my little hook. I think. So I'm just going to take this and what I've got left here, wrap this in together. And there's my hook to hang it with, right there. All right, back to shaping. Now I want this bow, I don't want it to be too huge, so the inner one I've pulled out and I'm tucking in. Again, pull it out, tucking it in. So it's almost like I got 2 loops. And then this one is the third. Just playing with it so that it's just a little bit further out from the second. Love mesh. You can just shape it, shape it, shape it. Do what you want with it. All right. I want this to look like it's got a buzz cut, but still somehow holding its shape. Yeah, there we go. And now I've got this tail that I can do what I want with. I think I want to come up here. Accent the curve of the heart. A little bit of roundness. And just bring it back in. And I'm tucking the end under so I don't have a raw edge. Although this isn't unraveling, which is nice. It's not really unraveling. Let's see if I can do the same thing on the other side. Excuse, my heart's going to be upside down for a moment so I can reach. And bring it, find a space to bring it through. Work my way. I'm gonna have to go under my berries. Work my way over to this section, the full section of the heart. And I've got too much showing. Let's see if I can do a little better. How about you just go? I'm gonna pull it through the back and bring it back up exactly where I want it, because it was just dangling too much. Okay. Now, trying to get it under here so that it's in the background again. Bringing your eye out. That light brightness, bringing the eye out, and to that emphasize the fullness. I don't know why this piece isn't working so nicely for me, because I keep losing it. All right. Got that done. And back to shaping. All the shaping that I messed up. Trying to add a few touches here and there. All right, that side looks good. I think I've maintained the integrity of the shape. I'll find out when I put it on the door. I might have to play around with this top piece a little bit. Oh, I hope I've maintained it. I told you I'm one of those people I can play with it forever, so here we have my Valentine heart wreath going on my front door. Okay. As always, you see, I'm still playing with it. I thank you for spending this time with me, and I'm going to take this upstairs and put it on the front door so we can have a sneak peek. See how it looks. Be right back. Alright, I'm back, and I've hung the wreath on my front door, and it is a chilly 14 degrees in my area right now, so I'm going to cheat and just show you from inside how this is looking. Hopefully this will give you an idea. I am really happy with how it turned out, and I think my bow is a little lopsided. And here we have my heart-shaped wreath. I've lost a little bit of the dip in the top, but I've got the door hanger behind it is showing a little bit, so that kind of, I don't know if that helps or hurts, but there's my heart. Overall, I'm happy with how it came out. I think it's really cute. Just a few touches of white and green, but mostly the red. And I hope you like it, and I hope you give it a try. Thanks again for spending some time with me, and I'll chat with you again real soon. Bye-bye.